Hi everyone, this is the editorial analysis of the Shankar IAS Academy for today's date of 9th of April 2025. So these are the topics for discussion. The first article titled Gradual Transformation of Ministry of Home Affairs from the Hindu discusses about the focus area and the shift in the governance of the Ministry of Home Affairs. And next article, India's commitment to women's safety from the PIB, discusses about the importance and the different initiatives taken for the women's safety in our country India, and they have launched even more legislative security measures and initiatives. So in light of these articles, let us see a mains practice question along with the article analysis. Now this is the article Gradual Transformation of Ministry of Home Affairs. So here the Ministry of Home Affairs have undergone a structural shift, that is from being a reactive institution to becoming more of a strategic and forward looking institution to aim at building robust internal security mechanisms. So this comes under the syllabus of GS paper 2 under governance, constitution, polity, social justice, and also in the international relations. So this is the article. So here they are giving a counterpoint on how our Ministry of Home Affairs, from being more fast or responsive institution to being even more practical, realistic, and more strategic and future looking institution, it has changed to be. So here referring to our Prime Minister Narendra Modi's perform, reform and transform slogan, where he introduced I think during the ease of doing businesses and also other technological advancements in our country India. So through that mantra, so they are discussing how it aligns with the new shift of our Ministry of Home Affairs, where it has gone through reforming through and transformation and also enhancement of their performance from being a more realistic and a long-term prospects institution rather than being a very fast and a swift responsive institution. So give the article a read. They have mentioned in what all prospects the shift has happened. It can be more technological, it can be more strategical, it can be more logistical. So here they have discussed. So these points can be important points for the mains for having statistical references. So first we need to, before understanding the article, we need to just have an overview about the Ministry of Home Affairs. So Ministry of Home Affairs, it's a governmental body where they focus on the internal security, center and state relations, and expertise on state relations especially, and management of the central armed forces, then having border management, disaster management, and also to provide administration of the union territory. So these are the main focus of the Ministry of Home Affairs. So Ministry of Home Affairs mainly have three departments. One is border security or border communication, next is internal security, and third is having department to look into the issues of Jammu and Kashmir. So the Ministry of Home Affairs, on a whole basis, they focus ultimately on the peace, security and harmony of our country, and at the same time they provide expertise for the state relation, so that the states doesn't lose their, or they are not hindered on their constitutional rights. So here Ministry of Home Affairs mainly focus on bringing in center state relations, so their constitutional rights are not hindered. So we all know our Ministry of Home Affairs is Amit Shah, and looking into the Office of Home Affairs, there is a private secretary, there is also on special duty officer, and there are also many secretary officers. So these are the composition of the Ministry of Home Affairs. Now, what is the focus area of the Ministry of Home Affairs? So, this focus area is in relation to the article given, not generalistic. So, first is counter-terrorism and border security. They are bringing in focusing on the sensitive regions with enhanced ideas and targeted strategies. So, here the Ministry of Home Affairs, generally they have their more focus on Jammu and Kashmir and Northeast and some parts of the North, where there is more of Naxalism present. So the, and also including the red corridor. So these are the most sensitive region. And next is there is technology integration for internal security. There has been leveraging of the technology for early threat detection and coordinated responses. Then there is paramilitary reform. So here there has been enhancing of the budget to modernize and strengthen the central armed police forces. So here you can see in the article itself the examples are given. The central parliamentary forces have given this many budget in the year of 2024 to 25. Next is looking to the aspects of transformation. First, to have a strategic governance shift. So as I told, from being reactive response to becoming a long-term security planning and center state coordination, it has brought in that governance shift, especially during our Prime Minister Narendra Modi's period of governance. So next is legislative and structural reform. So all of these points are defending points of how it became, how it had that shift. So here there are modernizing laws like the Unlawful Activity Prevention Act and National Investigation Act, introducing new criminal codes, and also the changing of the name of the new Indian Penal Code. So here there is institutional realignment. So there have been reorganization of the departments for more sharper focus on the internal security. There has been introduction of many different departments also. Next is having counter-terrorism and border security, bringing in proactive operations to reduce the violence in the sensitive region. Next is technological integration, that is introduction of the internet, intelligence driven security using forensic tools and surveillance systems, paramilitary reforms such as increasing fund and modernization and weaponaries, introduction in reduction in violence, significant decline in insurgency through preventive operations, and also having balanced development. There is security paired with development, especially in the area of Jammu and Kashmir and other conflict zones. So introduction of funds have helped in more of the increase of the security being paired up with the development and other departments also. So according to the article, there has been impact due to this governance shift. First is decline in the violence and insurgency in areas like the northeast, Jammu and Kashmir. Improve federal coordination, there is strong center and state synergy, enhanced national preparedness, improved capability to tackle the hybrid threats, that is the cyber terrorism and narco crimes. Then these all points are given in the article in itself. So here, more than us knowing about the examples particularly, first we need to understand the concept of how there is this governmental change or governmental shift. Next is modernization of the policy, that is shift towards forensic led and professional policy practices. So here we can see they have introduced different departments, such as for border management departments. They have also brought in the multi-agency center, that is the MAC, as one of their initiatives. Then they have brought in the crime and criminal tracking network systems. Then there has been removal of departments such as the Department of Justice, which has been removed, and there has been also addition, that is the border management, as I told before, and also narcotics control bureau has been added. So here you can see what all are the changes and the initiatives that has been introduced. So what is the way ahead here? It ultimately there is strengthening of the cyber and tech based security, having legal institutional harmonization, enhancing the border management, focusing on the re-radicalization, bringing in enhanced police reforms for the paramilitary agencies, and looking into disaster and urban security integration, and strengthening the federalism at the end of the day in security for good governance. So this is the article. So now let's look into the mains practice question. How the Ministry of Home Affairs improved internal security in India? What more needs to be done to handle in future challenges? So I ask the aspirants to put in the answer, and also give the answer of how there will be challenges during this implementation. Now the shift has been made. Now for implementation, how it would be affecting. So through that you can have different perspectives on the different happenings of the Ministry of Home Affairs. The next article, India's commitment to women's safety. So here the government is focusing on legislative reforms, financial aids, initiatives to ensure women's holistic empowerment. So here it comes in the syllabus of GS paper 2, governance, constitution, polity, social justice, international relations again, and also you can add this topic particularly and also for Indian society also. So here you can use all of these legislative reforms for optionals also. For example, you can use in sociology, you can use in other optional papers also. So here more than us putting into the syllabus, it's a very more important and a very generalistic importance for the UPSC in itself. So this article comes from the PIB. So here the Government of India ensures safety and security of women across the nation through many legislative reforms, dedicated helplines, financial support and multifaceted approach in being implemented to create even more a safer and security for women. So in this article we'll be seeing what all are the measures taken, initiatives taken, more of a general understanding of the women's security and the schemes related to us. So legal measures to safeguard women's security would be Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita in 2023, then the POXCO Act which was amended in 2019, then Protection of Women from Domestic Violence Act of 2025. We all know Dowry Prohibition Act of 1961, then Immoral Traffic and Prevention Act of 1956, Prohibition of Child Marriage Act of 2006, Sexual Harassment at Workplace Act of 2013. So looking into the government initiatives, so here Ministry of Women and Child Development would be the nodal authority. The introduction of Nirbhaya Fund dedicated to non-lapsable fund to finance women's safety project. Next is the one-stop centers, that is the OSC. So here they give integrated support like medical aid, legal help and shelter for violence affected women. Next is Women Helpline. So they offer 24/7 emergency response, connects victim to appropriate services. So not only in the Ministry of Women and Child Development but also Ministry of Home Affairs have also taken government initiatives for state relations and also having expertise on the internal security also. So here bringing in emergency response support system, a unified emergency helpline integrating police, fire and ambulance services. Next is anti-human trafficking units, that is the AHTUs. They combat trafficking with national as well as international coordinations. So here this highly comes under the Ministry of Home Affairs. Next is women help desks, where women friendly complaints desk in police stations are there to aid the victims. And also under Ministry of Home Affairs there is cyber forensic training labs where they strengthen the law for enforcement of cybercrime investigation capabilities. So even in the last article we have seen how there has been introduction of the cyber forensic systems in to have even more technological advances as well as to have cybercrime investigation capabilities. Next is Safe City projects, here implementing safety infrastructure in 8 major cities to secure public spaces for women. Next is Central Victim Compensation Fund, that is the CVCF. It offers financial aid to victims of severe crimes including sexual violence and trafficking. Now, not only along with these two main important nodal ministries, the Ministry of Law and Justice also brought in their government initiatives such as fast track special courts, that is speedy trial for hideous crimes related to women through dedicated courts and judges and services. Next is Ministry of Road Transport and Highways and Ministry Railways, enhancing safety in public transport through introduction and implementation of more CCTVs, panic buttons and GPSs. So these are the other key initiatives. These all are very generalistic key initiatives. She-Box portal, Mission Shakti and Sambal safety and security under the Mission Shakti, Samarthya initiative, National Database of Sexual Offenders, Cybercrime Reporting Portal, Mary Sahel initiative, Mahila Police Volunteers. So all of these initiatives are for women's security. So all of these more detail and information about these initiatives are provided in the description through the link below. So here through that link you can see more information about the initiatives. So what is the way ahead can be found, what lies after this? So here there can be better utilization of the Nirbhaya Fund, expansion of the one-stop centers to all districts, having strictest cybercrime laws and awareness and sensitization campaigns. So these are the analysis for the women's security. So this is a mains practice question. Discuss the key legal and institutional measures taken by Government of India to ensure women's safety. What more can be done to strengthen women's security in the country? Thank you so much for watching the video. Don't forget to give a like, comment and share, and subscribe to our channel today. Thank you and have a nice day.